Job seekers, if you've just lost your job, I want to show you the #1 mistake that I still see till today on LinkedIn. I can help you land your next role faster. But in order to do that, you've got to watch the video. Let me show you exactly how you're falling out of the searches done by recruiters and companies, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it. Now, if you have any questions when you get to the end of the video about how to fix it, if you have a special case, put something in the comments down below. My team and I do read each and every one, and we will answer you back, trying to help you through this with your job search. Okay, I'm going to show this to you live in LinkedIn and LinkedIn Recruiter. So let's go ahead and click in. I'm going to use my profile as an example. Let's go in and look at my profile. I'll show you what the issue is. I'll show it to you in LinkedIn Recruiter, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it. Now I'm using my profile as a model here to show you how this works. So if you go down to my experience section on my profile, you're going to see managing partner is my current role. And you can see that it shows up until present. Now, one of the first things that I'm going to show you is the biggest mistake that people make once they get laid off. At the moment, when I look at myself in LinkedIn Recruiter, which is what this system is here, you see my experience still shows my job title as managing partner, and it still shows me as I am presently in that role. Now, when I go over to the job title section of the search, and this is the way the majority of searches are done by recruiters and companies on LinkedIn, the first thing they do is look for people that are in a similar role. So if I enter in managing partner in this job title field and select that, you're going to see that once I make this selection, when it looks through the profiles, it's pulling up my profile. See where it has managing partner highlighted? And this works for whether it's set to current or past or current. And current is the most important place to show up in job title current search, because recruiters are looking there for people who are currently in the role at that level. They don't want people that have moved beyond it. Now let's go back to my profile and back to the experience section. And again, under the experience section right now, it shows managing partner for CGL. When a jobs person loses their job, they generally go in here, they edit their most recent experience, and they say, I am no longer in that job. And they do that by unchecking this box, and they put an end date for the job. So in this case, I'm going to enter 2024 as the end date, and I'm going to save it. At this point, LinkedIn is going to no longer recognize that I have a current role. Now, this is the biggest problem for people that have lost their job, because now I will not come up in any current job searches. So going back out to LinkedIn Recruiter, I'm going to refresh LinkedIn Recruiter so it actually accepts this change into the system. And you'll see it actually change on my profile. Then now it shows that role ended in 2024. Now I'm going to go over to the job title. I'm going to enter in managing partner again. And when I enter in managing partner, now remember the default is current or past. So you're going to see me still come up at the moment. But what recruiters and companies do is they change this setting from, instead of being current and past, they're going to change it to just current. And watch what happens to my profile. I fall out of the search. If the system makes you fall out of the search, then you never ever get found. Now, sometimes job seekers will say, but it's okay, I fixed that because I turned on my open to work or finding a new job, and I added that job title as one of the jobs that I'm looking for when I'm looking for a role. And I'm doing this here on my profile because I want you to see how this does not fix the issue. I'm going to show you what it does and what it doesn't do. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, which is then going to have my open to work on my profile. Let me go back into LinkedIn Recruiter, and I'm going to refresh this system so it will then accept in the system that I've made a change, and I can show you how this works in the search. So now you can see my green banners on, and you can see my open to work shows the job title, managing partner. What LinkedIn should do is have that now make you come up in the current search but it doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, as I showed you before, it's still going to come up in current or past, but the second I switch this to current, which is the way they search, I am going to fall out of this search, even though I've put that under my open to work as the role that I want. So where does the data that I put in that open work show? They have to go all the way to the bottom here under preferences and click on open to work. If they click on that, then you will come up. I'm telling you, job seekers, that is not the way that recruiters and companies work. They're looking first in at that current. And the unfortunate thing is the way LinkedIn has even hidden that open to work there, some people think, oh, well, the spotlight search up here, if they click on that, I will still come up. You don't, which is why there's a 0 there, because the system is not recognizing it. If you have that done that way and thinking it's going to fix it for you, unfortunately, it's just not. Don't worry, we can help. Okay, so you can see it does not matter, even if you have put that target job in the open to work section. It should work. LinkedIn really should fix this, but it is still an issue. So now I want to go ahead and show you how do you actually fix this so you can come up in the searches every time when they're searching for somebody in that current role that you are targeting for your next position. This is what you have to do, job seekers, to come up in that current search. Go down to your experience section. And when you're down in that experience section, once you've end dated it, hit the plus sign and add a position. Now, I know this is not a position you're actively working in. Stay with me here. This is the way to fix this. In the job title field, put the job title, only choose one based on what you really want. You do not have to put employment type, it's not required, but you do have to put a company name. This trick has been used by lots of people now. The company name you want to put is something like currently seeking new opportunities, currently seeking a new role. You'll see a bunch of different companies pop up. It really doesn't matter. Pick whichever one you want from that set. Now, you do not have to put a location, and you do not have to put either a location type. It is critical that this box is checked with the green check. And you're also required to put in a start date, but you don't have to put a month. All you have to do is put a year. So for example, you can put in 2024. Now, once you make this change of putting in the start date, you're going to want to go ahead and go down further and see if there's anything you want to add in the description section for this. You can say something like, I have 20 years of HR experience, I am going to back to school while I'm looking for my next role, or just tell them about some of your great skills. But whenever you feel like it's good, go ahead and hit save. And that's going to add this to your profile as a current role. But it is very clear that it is not a current role because you show currently seeking new role right underneath that job title. But I want to show you in LinkedIn Recruiter how that makes a huge, huge difference to you. Let me refresh my screen so you can see the difference that it's actually going to make. Now, once this refreshes, you're going to see under my experience that managing partner at currently seeking new role. Watch what it does with the search filters. When I enter in managing partner over here under job titles, it's going to actually come up not only in the current or past setting, but because that green box is checked, it's also going to come up when they choose that current preferences. I still stay in the search. If you come up in the search, then you get the chance of somebody looking at you and calling you for an interview for the role. This is the best way to make sure you're getting seen by a person on LinkedIn. All right, so now you've seen what the issue is and you've seen how to fix it. Now there are some additional nuances to this. If, for example, when you try to enter in a job title, it doesn't pop down one of the LinkedIn most recognized titles, then it's going to revert to more of a Boolean search when it's looking for you. The trick I showed you will still work. Now, if you want to help other job seekers with similar issues like this, please consider subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing this video. That is how YouTube helps us to spread this information for other job seekers that need it. All right, everyone, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.